What's up, guys? It's Mr. Javid, and today we are back on the Pokemon Showdown server, and we're gonna be using this Golduck team today. I think Golduck can do some work, and let's just do it. Yeah, guys, I want to thank you guys before I begin. There's a realization that hit me, and I think it can parallel with just watching people climb up the ladder, and just going at their goals in general. So something I've been enjoying the game a lot more as of late, and just recording, and it dawned on me that a lot of that not being the case comes from just unrealistic expectations. So for example, like y'all know I want to do great things for the community, have everybody be goats, all that stuff. But the way I envision it, I guess it's kind of silly when you slow down and think about it. I think a lot of people think about getting good at the game in this way as well. How a lot of people think about it is sort of it all gets done at once and then you're done. But it's those little PMs and all that stuff that really make the difference, to let you know that it's just gradual, bit by bit. So I don't have to see every bit. But yeah, we're going to be using this Golduck team. I've tested it and I think it has merit, as long as I don't get hacks. I haven't been having the best laddering day with this. Phase 1, Leon, Rotom, because it's generally how these things go. We get to find out information about it. Slowking should be the initial. Good play. So now the question is, are you one to teleport here because you have the upper hand, or do you hard switching this to Heatran because it's the better play, because you don't want Slowking to get low enough to where you can't regen? Let me think what my options are. I can really damage him with Torn. It'll be a gradual process. If that's toxic Heatran, he toxics my Pelipper. Toxics my Pelipper. I'll have to play Diggersby well. So we remove Blast here. He does go for the teleport option. The reason that's not the best is because you just took a ton of damage off your, unless this is like, well, the reactionary play for most would be Ferrothorn here. I don't trust this mag. Don't trust it. I have an entire Ferrothorn, but I also have an entire Diggersby. But you probably figure, well, I have a Lander, so I'm not overly concerned about Diggersby, which isn't true. If I'm SD, you get destroyed. But he probably also figures he has Rotom. But if it's his specs and it goes for Moonblast, I have to go Ferrothorn. I don't have an answer for this. If it's specs, it's specs. But Volt Switch, everything that could switch into Focus Blast. Right. And the Heatran is in. The Pelipper is very obvious. But it's one of those things when you don't have a choice, right? Toxic here sucks. Good play, good play. The Defog is on 2 Pokemon on my team. But this, again, is lay ladder. So one would assume that he'd anticipate Defog slash rocks. But what do I truly gain? Like, my biggest concern is Rotom coming in and getting just free switches. I don't deal with that thing well. But I also don't deal with Heatran toxicking me well here. So if I'm going to get toxic anyway, which is the worst of the two? U-turn in is better. So it would have been nice to catch Rotom on the defog there, but Ferrothorn being in versus Rotom is fine. We're gonna knock off here to catch that Heatran. We're gonna play the Heatran differently. So Cinderace slash Heatran. We catch Heatran, no more leftovers. And because of this rain turn that I still have at hand, I can go to my Tornadus and start withering down bit by bit. So we're going to start that timer. So outs to the Magma Storm, which generally means they're more likely to just leave it in. No. Good play. Good play. So the rain is really benefiting me here, but now you see why I wanted those rocks gone, right? Because now he can just Volt Switch around. Now Diggersby is a thing, so maybe he'll eventually Will-O-Wisp, which he does. And so now things get a little interesting here because Heatran's up, and now I want to stop that Rotom. I could Leech Seed, but since the rain is still up, the best Heatran got is a rain with rain weakened Magma Storm. Ferrothorn's going to be very important because he can't guard against Leech Seed. So now the pieces are being set up for Lele to be able to click Moonblast with no drawback because the Slowking is already so low on health. So can never go Torn here because if he Magma Storms, he traps me. And so the question is, how do I regain momentum? Pelipper would just mean rain. So I have to go to Diggersby here. Actually, very, very neat double there. Very neat double. This gives me a lot of. This gives me a lot out of the turn though, because let's see if Lando comes in, U-turns. No, I want that Lando slash Rotom's item gone, especially if it's Choice Scarf, right? Because now Lele, the only thing that can outspeed Lele on his team is Cinderace. It does mean that Lando is a little more annoying, but Torn makes a lot of sense here on what has to be a U-turn because he can't U-turn or Earthquake because he can't deal with Diggersby. And so now Rotom has to come in on rocks, Lando has to come in on rocks, and Cinderace can't just do whatever it wants. So the Rotom is in here. I've consistently gone to Ferrothorn. So what's going to end up happening is the opponent's going to attempt to Volt Switch out on my Ferrothorn with his Cinderace, and he's going to attempt to Gunk Shot. And for that, I'll have to gamble on my Diggersby then. Because losing Pelipper is not an option. Not with Golduck. So here comes Cinderace. Right. I could read him here and just go for Knock or Leech Seed. Leech Seed would put him in a bind. But he loses a lot of momentum here if he Powerballs. U-turn could make sense too. Actually, Torn is better. It doesn't die to Gunk Shot. Covers for U-turn. Yeah. Doesn't die to Gunk Shot. So basically my logic there was if he Gunk Shotted, then he'd have to fear. Man, I missed knockoff. But Fleur Cannon comes out here for sure. Has to. Because Diggersby. Flash. Oh, come on. Come on, man. Has not been the best day for luck on my end. As I said, guys, you know, it has not. That matters so much because he had to switch there. So now he doesn't have to. And I have nothing to switch in. Right. It's been a tough day in the luck department, man. It's been a tough day in that department. Cause I want to say Pelipper gets to it KO'd. Man, that sucks, dude. And those little turns matter so much. Like they matter so much. And so now he has no reason not to just go for Volt Switch or Will-O-Wisp. I'd Will-O-Wisp. If I can catch him on the Wisp, that'd be great for us. If he Volt Switches, kudos. does Volt Switch. Because if Diggersby there would have been pretty bad for him. I'm not sure how I can win this. There's something to be done, but not easy. It's already a horrible matchup because Ferrothorn has to wall a lot of his team. Rotom's actually a very niche pick here that's actually putting in a lot of work. But something I have going for me is Nasty Plot Torn beyond a point. Like Nasty Plot Torn, after a while, will be able to do the trick. I'll just need to weaken his Magearna a bit more. And I'd need to overwhelm his Cinderace. Cinderace here. Okay, so I have to go Diggersby. Does Gunk Shot. That's a big turn for me. It's a big turn for me. I wonder if he doesn't know I'm Scarf. If he doesn't, he doesn't. He scouts for it though. So this is a important turn. It's a really important turn. So Golduck is in, and we Calm Mind here. I don't know if Calm Mind Golduck is like common. Like if it's like, oh yeah, of course everybody knows you're Calm Mind, bro. Please fucking hit. Oh, that did nothing. You might slack off. Teleports. It's a bad play. You never teleport there. I might get another kill. I might guarantee a kill now. I know Slowking generally, you slack off there every time. Now, if I hit my 2 Hydro Pumps, I get a KO. Please fucking hit, Golduck. Please. Thank you. Gold King. Gold King. Give me one. Give me one. Free up Lele. Free up Lele, Gold King. Guys, you don't understand how much Golduck I needed on the back. Okay. Gold King. Yes. Tran is gone. Tran is gone. Tran is gone. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. As I don't think he can play with the risk of gunk shotting here. So now the goal is to get Golduck already did some. Yeah, I already did some. So now knockoff is really good, and mega kick more so. So the question is how I'm gonna start getting my mega kicks off. This is one way. So he high jump kicks there. So I don't understand why AJK'd. U-turn would have killed Golduck, I'm sure. Please hit. I know I'm screaming Scarf. Please, Diggersby. Please. I know I'm using these inaccurate moves, and it's my own fault. Diggersby just doesn't get returned anymore. And Golduck is garbage without Hydro Pump. So my logic is, ooh, yes. Yes. That's a big threat gone. Big threat gone. So, you know, he gets the free kill with Flare Cannon. But now we're looking at Lele moon blasting away a lot more freely. Let's give up the Pelly here. Flashes. Yeah. It's a free Hydro Pump. It's not free. If he goes Slowking, it won't work. Ideally, if he goes hard Slowking, it won't pay off. I probably tank, but yeah, I figured he'd fear me Calm Minding. If I Calm Minded as he went to Slowking, he was fucked. Golduck getting 2 kills and putting in work. Bro, I am not switching. I mean, I only need the damage for Torn, so we're just gonna Psychic here for the damage. Yeah. And then Diggersby is in. Yeah. And Diggersby just U-turns here, which positions Torn for success. That's why that Scarf being gone is so important, right? This Hurricane here. Once Lando dies and Rotom, Diggersby plus Lele ideally can overwhelm. It does go hard Slowking and it takes 0%. Good Scald. No burn. Excellent. That's perfect. Because with this, Lele can't be guarded against. Excellent. Now, Weather Ball is actually a sweeping move now. Base 50 as it was. GG. Man, we had to play that one very well. Guys, when I tell you I've been having a rough time because the moves have been missing. And I mean, I can't blame the moves for missing. They have a mischance. So it's just one of those times where you're like, Jam, humble yourself. It's your fault. If you don't want to miss, don't use Golduck. That's a fact. But Golduck is such a weak and bad Pokemon that I can't justify using anything weaker than Hydro Pump. But I'm very much happy with how that played out. So in this one, we're facing opposing rain, which isn't great. But I think if we can keep rocks off this field and get this Nasty Plot on Torn, Nasty Plot Torn gets a kill every time. Lele overwhelms and gets a kill every time. What I love about Lele is it forces Ferrothorn in, and Torna and Lele force Ferrothorn in, which opens up Golduck. That's why I don't have Focus Blast on it. I have Ice Beam for Polt, Garchomp without risking Hydro Pump, Dragonites, things of that nature. My worst case is certainly Scuda, and that just doing whatever it feels like. And Kingdra. So, what I'm gonna do here, Pelipper would suck. Does Zapdos early, which is not good for him for Hurricane's sake, but he's probably offensive Zapdos. So what I'm gonna do here is, I don't have a Hurricane switch. Like Lele gets to it KO'd and gets outsped, so I'll have to Mega Kick here. Come on, fucking, if he hits, okay, I swear, I was like, if he hits his Hurricane and I miss my Mega Kick, right? So, obviously here it's in his best interest to pivot to Ferrothorn. I don't really have a lot of counterplay for that. Other than my own. That doesn't really do it for me. Man, I needed that Mega Kit to hit way more than he needed his Hurricane too. Oh, man. So I could see him staying in and staticking. So what I'm going to do, if this could go horribly wrong if he stays into Hurricane. Okay, so it goes Pharaoh, which is what I wanted. Now we're playing with risk. If he has Gyro Ball and I miss my Focus Blast, I might just lose a game here. But I can't have him going for knockoff on my Pharaoh because of his Kingdra. Like, his Kingdra can run through me. But if he rocks and I switch, I get almost no value out of the turn. I gotta risk this for the biscuit. 70% accurate. I already missed one, so that gives me a huge advantage in this game. Huge advantage in this game. Now he can't guard against Mega Kick. Once this Zapdos gets hit, he can't guard against Hurricane either. So yeah, we're gonna sack Diggersby here. Oh, that sucks, bro. Nah, that genuinely sucks. Like, I'm not being patronizing. Oh my shit! Mega Kick. Oh, that sucks. That's whack. Holy shit. Diggersby's ass. He specs. There's no fucking way. So, Weather Ball, 50% Weather Ball is going to get a kill for the first time in its life. Hurricane is important because it kills. And also, yeah, that Hurricane miss on his diggers. But my Mega Kick miss mattered too. Because obviously that would have played out differently. Torn would have been able to come in one shot. Especially because he's spexed. But it mattered. The second Hurricane miss mattered. But he got it his Power Hacks payback or whatever. So now at this point, usually what would happen here is like, okay, well, I just go to Ferrothorn. I just go to Ferrothorn and take on the Kingdra and such and blah blah blah. But here's the thing: what does Lele beat? Lele is slower than Urshifu, lose to that. Lele is slower than Barraskewda, lose to that. Lele is slower than Zapdos, lose to that. So Lele is the sack. You don't hard switch Ferrothorn here, even though it can take the hit because that Hydro Pump be hurting. Now we have the upper hand because now. He should go to Zapdos. I don't want to miss, but I also don't want his Urshifu to not be choiced. Actually, I do. I don't care if it's not choiced. We knock here every time. Sack kills Zapdos. Because Zapdos, if I get up Rock Steer, it gets that free switch. Now, Pelipper is high enough on health to take on both Urshifu and Barraskewda, which are my two main concerns. So, CC would be pretty bad for him. Not CC. Me going for what's his face would be pretty bad for him. So unfortunately, ideally anything he goes for is gonna kill me. Like he could have Rapid Strike there, it would have killed me. Rapid Strike. He could have, you know what I'm saying. So Hurricane here forces the Kingdra in. We get the confusion, but now at this point, he could double back to Rapid Strike. That's a play. But my goal here is to kill Kingdra. Yeah, my goal here is to kill Kingdra. One more turn of rain. One more turn of rain means that I'm thinking Power Whip won't kill Urshifu, so there's no point in Power Whipping. I think Knock is still, unless he has Thunder Punch. Thunder Punch could be concerning. I'm just thinking what guarantees this no matter what happens. Because I lose a lot of momentum if he goes to switches to the Urshifu and I don't get any damage with a Power Whip miss. He should switch the Kingdra out here. He doesn't switch it out though, which is good for us. That means he can't win. Yeah. Goes to Rapid Strike here. What kind of luck could you need? The reason I like Pelipper, but Liquidation can start critting too. I just don't want a situation where you can get luck. So let's say if he CCs here, I'd have to go Torn and hit my Hurricane. Nah, I actually have to go Pelipper here. Yeah. Because what this allows me to do is Roost. Barraskewda gets to come in. The CC to it kills me from here. So if he stays in and Barraskewda comes in, but Barraskewda is a non-factor. The best it can do is Liquidation. Yeah. This Orb. Never seen an Orb variant. It's a clean to it KO. So we always Roost here because he should flip turn into Urshifu. And so now it's a guaranteed win. Because all we do is sack Ferrothorn here. Oh, he actually Surging Strike. That wasn't a prediction. That was just the correct play. Yeah. Maybe Power Whip. Hurricane. You always want to position yourself to where there is no chance for luck. And so, two big upsides here. The rain is, man, it's adamant, but we'll just die to liquidation here. Because it's going to set the liquidator, but there's nothing he can do to knock me out. And Skull was doing 46. So I want to position myself to where there's no chance for luck. Because look at stuff like that. Like, if he started to get those, like defense drops and crits and all that, I could have won what likely would be a guaranteed. I could have lost what would likely be a guaranteed win. So, just cover your luck. Cover your luck, guys. Cover your luck. Because that's something that I wasn't doing with this team prior, and it's kind of a type of team where you kind of have to bank on Golduck. Like, it's otherwise, why the hell am I using it, right? I'm trying to play the game in a way where Golduck can win. Obviously, the team could be a lot better with something like a Kingdra, right? Or a Barraskewda, which it did have, but it didn't have an electric immunity. Or, well, had a resistant Ferrothorn. Very cool team. Very, very cool team. I'm excited to see what this got in stored. This would be a team where Barraskewda would just... upside is Drago can never do anything as long as Lele is alive. Rocker on his team is non-existent unless it's Marowak, which is good as a good matchup for Pelipper. That's good news already. Ferrothorn solos potentially his entire team, as does Digger's Speedo. I really like the Golduck matchup in this upon a calm mind. So my goal is to figure out where I can take value immediately. I don't need my rain yet. I just need to take value immediately. And Hatterene, I think I've seen Choice Scarf variants. I've seen several types. So what this does is it allows for me to U-turn on his Trick Room, because this learns Misty Explosion, but it also learns Mystical Fire, and it learns Healing Wish, and it learns a lot of different little things. So Earthquake twice may mean like a Misty Explosion, but it might not. Let me see, U-turn into Pelipper, I think is better. I don't think he'd not Trick Room here. That just doesn't make a lot of sense. Right, and what this does allows me to position Ferrothorn and weaken Marowak at the same time. So Psychic comes out, right. And so now I get a free knock. It's probably Sash. But Psychic Misty Explosion makes sense. If it has a fire move, it's annoying. Okay. Oh my goodness, man. I told you guys, the luck has not been nice today. Now, the thing about him doing it like this is now, because I'm going to take like that. I'll be a little above half. Now, I can switch. Oh, yes. Come on, dude. Now that turn of the, what am I trying to say? Now the luck matters more. So he does Misty Explosion, which is interesting. I didn't expect him to have that set, but I guess that makes sense. So my thing is what this mag has. If it has Focus Blast, then you know we're just fooped. If not, it's going to Volt Switch out. Right, if this can touch me, we're fucked, so why not? It has Focus Blast. Whew, that's fucking justice with your Spadef drops, dude. So the upside of this is now I can pivot around, and stop him from getting a ton of momentum. Yeah. It never stops. It never stops. So Lele makes a lot of sense here because I don't think he can one-shot it. Oh, so sweet, so sweet. So we psychic here because he's clearly, offensive. Flirt Cannon should be his other move. And Life Orb Floor should not KO me. But it might. Lily, that's my Gearna. Max special attack. That's like a Draco. I'm dead. The Thunderbolt crit on Pharaoh meant that Life Orb, huh? Oh, okay. Thank God. Thank God he had missed the explosion. Which made sense for him to go for it because Drago would just eat me alive after that. So always position for Marowak. This thing learns Thunder Punch. Could see Double Iron Bash coming out. I'm okay with that. Yeah. So he's just like, fuck it. I'm gonna go for my strongest move and go for broke. My best player is to Roost every time. I never get 2-hit KO'd by a Bash though. No way I get 2-hit KO'd by a Bash. I'm a Pelipper. Oh my shit. Holy shit. Oh my God. I'm a max defense. Guys, we're talking about I should have roosted there. Should have roosted there. Should have roosted there. Which means, I mean, its only Trick Rumor left is we don't need Torn. Let me give that up. I did not know Melmetal. I mean, god damn. We need you to hit this for a KO here. Because he's leaving this in. Oh, it goes Drago. Okay. I could see him pivoting the Crest, but he doesn't. This is a really important turn here. Because I gotta go Pelipper and Roost. So he's going Marrow. And he's gonna Poltergeist spam. We gotta stall out Trick Room turns a bit. Whew. Yeah, we gotta stall out some. It's gonna hurt. Jesus. 2 turns at Trick Room. My question is, does Crest kill me? Because what I could do here is, it's doing 69. Man, I should have roosted versus Melmetal. If I roost again, I'm at like 50 something. Then I sack Lele. We're gonna have to play a lot. SD in there was a choke. Which one don't I care more about? Is Lele a little more important than Golduck here? Is Lele a little more important? Dark Crest can heal. Golduck, Calm Minds, force Crest to stand. I'll go sack Lele here. This has to kill. There's no way you're taking a rain boost is called from 76. If Barrascute is taking half, there's just no way. And if he gives this up, then I'm pretty sure I have him. Well, I guess the Melmetal could have Thunder Punch. I haven't seen a Thunder Punch variant in quite some time. But he has to Trick Room first. Let's see what this does. He has to Trick Room first, which burns turns. I don't have enough turns to even stall either way. He's thinking about it, so maybe he doesn't have Thunder Punch. Obviously, my play here is to roost repeatedly. Yeah, I lose. Good shit. Alright, so that's gonna be the life for today. I can't believe I lost that Trick Room team. I completely underestimated that not Finny. No, I think he just played it well. I could have gotten more damage on that Hatterene in the beginning. I didn't know that's what Hatterene ran. I thought it didn't run Mystical Fire. So I got the rain and, you know, Trick Room and blah blah blah. Did all that extra shit. His mag probably, if his mag hit his moves, I don't think I could ever win that game. So very cool Trick Room team. Trick Room still has a role. Very cool. So yeah, thanks for watching. Golduck did its thing, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.